Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So the UK Immigration Minister has issued some major changes that are going to be coming into effect, and this will affect not only student visas but also dependent visa, skilled worker visa, the health and care worker visa. So if you are somebody who's planning to come into the UK in 2024 on any of these visa categories, then this video is for you. But for all of y'all who are new to my channel, my name is Nikita and I make videos about living in the UK, working as a healthcare professional, getting those jobs and landing a successful life in the UK. So if you are somebody who's interested in any of this, do not forget to drop me a subscribe. But also, if you need my help in any way, do not forget or do not hesitate to book a one-to-one session with me. But let's get into today's video. So the first update I have for you guys is that for all of those carers who are planning to come into the UK in 2024, you will most likely not be allowed to get your dependents along with you. As you can see right there, the BBC has put out this information and I'll leave the link for that in the caption below again, so do not forget to check that out. But like it says, the ban on healthcare workers bringing family dependents to the UK. So overseas carers will no longer be able to bring their partners or children along with them. Now they did this because they saw that nearly 1 lakh visas were being issued to carers, of which nearly 1,20,000 visas were being issued to their dependents. And as you can see, they've honestly felt that while the carers are important and then they are supporting the NHS, the dependents are most likely not having jobs and are not supporting the UK economy financially, which is one of the reasons why they've taken on this harsh step at this stage. Now again, this applies only to the carers, so let me make this quite clear for all of you. If you are on the health and care worker visa but you might be another profession, nothing has been discussed about the other professions at this stage. So if you are a physio, OT, speech and language therapist, or maybe even any other profession such as a nurse, etc., none of this applies to you at the minute. What they specifically said in this is that it's being applied only to the carers. The second biggest change that they've proposed is that they are proposing to increase the minimum salary threshold. Now, for those of y'all who don't know what it is, the minimum salary threshold is a minimum salary that you should be getting in order to be eligible to apply for your UK work visa. So if you do not get this minimum salary, you will not make the 70 points that are required in the point-based system for your work visa, and so your chances of your work visa being rejected are very high. So as you can see right there, the minimum salary for UK skilled worker visa is set to increase. At the moment, this is at £26,200 per year, but from next spring, it will rise to nearly £38,700 per year. However, as you can see right there, health and care workers, who account for almost half of the people on work visas, will be exempt from this increase. So again, if you are a health and care worker, this rule doesn't apply for you because you come under the health and care worker visa category, which is something different. Also, this particular rule doesn't apply to people such as teachers, as you can see the line right there. So please keep in mind, if you are a health and care worker or you're a teacher, this rule doesn't apply to you. The next important thing is that the shortage occupation list might be scrapped or abolished entirely. So if you are somebody who has previously looked at working in the shortage occupation list, and this list looks something like this, you would be aware that there are several occupations that fall on there. However, the Migration Advisory Committee recently put out a few guidelines for the UK government saying that they should scrap this entire shortage occupation list. And as you can see right there, the immigration minister has also said something similar, where he said that salary discount for the shortage occupation list needs to be scrapped. So he is saying that he doesn't want to stop the shortage occupation list entirely. So as you can see right there, he is saying that he doesn't want to scrap the shortage occupation list entirely, but he wants to increase the salary threshold that is there for even those who are on the shortage occupation list. So as you can see, this list covers a wide range of sectors, including health, education, care work, construction, and is designed to make it easier for employers to fill the vacancies where there is shortage of workers in the UK. However, the UK immigration team is now planning to stop the 20% discount that it offers to people who are on the shortage occupation list. So essentially, they would need to be paid the exact going rate which is present in the British markets. At this point, for any of you students out there who are planning to come into the UK, let me inform you, if you are struggling to find accommodation, do not hesitate to contact Amber Students. They are absolutely brilliant at finding you accommodation close to your university or with good transport links. And the best part is they have loads of facilities that you can avail detail if you live in one of their accommodation sites. So if you are searching for accommodation, do not forget to give Amber students a shout, and I'll leave the link for them in the description box below. Right, coming back to point number 4. So they have said that they would like to increase the minimum income requirement for family visas. So what are family visas? Just for you all who are not aware, if you are a UK citizen, you are allowed to bring family from overseas to live and reside in the UK along with you. So now they are planning to say that the minimum income required for British citizens to bring their foreign family members or partner to live with them in the UK is rising from 18,600 to 38,700. Now, why are they doing this? Because they have seen nearly 70,000 people using this particular visa category to live in the UK at the minute. What this also does is, as the change affects those on lower incomes, it will have bigger impact on groups who tend to earn less, such as women, younger people, and those living outside London and on the southeast of England. So they are already anticipating that a measure like this will help to even out the immigration over the next few months or even the next few years. Finally, coming down to another big update, which I think is going to affect all visa categories, because this is obviously one of the biggest visa category changes that is going to impact all of us, and that is the health surcharge to rise. Now, for those of y'all who are not aware, anybody who comes in the UK for over 6 months, so whether that's on a student visa, work visa, or even any other dependent visa category, is required to pay the immigration health surcharge, which allows you to access the NHS. Now, this is one of the services, but also there are other services that can be provided under the immigration health surcharge. However, as you can see right there, the annual visa fee holders must pay to use the NHS, known as the immigration health surcharge, will rise from £624 a year to nearly £1,035 a year. So just to put this in perspective, if you are right now on a skilled worker visa for about 3 years and would like to renew your skilled worker visa for another 3 years, you will be paying nearly additional £3,000 to renew your visa along with your visa charges. I just hope that sort of helps you understand what these sort of changes are going to look like for you monetarily. However, again, there's an important thing to note is that there are a few exceptions. For example, health and care workers do not have to pay a charge, and there's obviously reduced rate for students and under 18s. Now, these are some of the biggest changes that have been impacted. However, I personally believe that the next biggest change that is going to impact students is yet to come. So as you are all aware, the students have been banned from getting their dependents in the UK unless they are studying specific research related courses, and there are very few of them far and between. So if you are coming in the UK for a bachelor's program, you're definitely not allowed to get dependents along with you. However, one thing that the UK government had issued was the PSW, or the graduate route visa, or the post-study work visa as many people would like to call it. So this was a visa that allowed students to search for jobs after the completion of their degree and allowed them to stay in the UK for 2 years to find those jobs. However, as per the recent update, they're saying that now they are looking to review the graduate visa. So the government has reviewed that there is a sort of abuse to this particular system, and more than 98,000 graduate visas were granted in the year up to June. So as you can see, in only 6 months, nearly 1 lakh visas were granted under this particular route. And so obviously the government plans to reduce the number of students who can bring family members with it, and this has already been put into action in January 2024. However, there are also some other changes, such as students will no longer be allowed to switch onto work visas before their studies are completed. And along with this, like I said, they are also looking to review the post-study work visa route. So there are high chances that this might be limited or cancelled in some way. However, there are more details regarding this that are going to follow really soon. So if you are somebody who is planning to study in the UK, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, because I will put out information related to this immediately as soon as it comes up. But that's it for today's video, guys. If you do have any questions, leave them down in the comment section below and I will get back to them. Take care. Bye.